Hello everybody, Steven here with Cardboard Coalition, and today we figured we'd bring you a review of Feed the Kraken by Funtails Games. Now I have notes to keep me on track and all that good stuff. Alright, so this is a 5 to 11 player game. It takes 45 to 90 minutes. I've had games a little under. I haven't had an hour and a half game yet, but I've had games under 45 minutes, so take that with a grain of salt. It's for ages 14 plus. All right, so what is this game? This is a pirate game, obviously. Pirate ship, right? It's a pirate game where you are trying to sail back to port, and depending on who you are, pirate, sailor, or occultist, you're either trying to get to the pirate's cove, the sailor's port, well, it just says pirate victory and sailor victory, or you're trying to feed someone to the Kraken somewhere along the way as the cultist. So it's a nautical game, I guess, a sailing game. You can look at it that way because there is movement around the board. It's a pirate game. The occultist makes it feel like there's a Cthulhu-esque feel to it, but the theme of the game is pirates. Right? It's a straight pirate themed game. Right? All right, so the mechanics of the game is hidden roll. So everyone has these hidden rolls in here, right? And it's kind of almost a double hidden roll. So you have these little tokens in here that tell you what your roll is. And this is the deluxe version of the game, so some of the stuff's a little fancier. You also have hidden rolls in a sense to your ability card, because everyone gets a sailor ability card. So you get a little hidden roll there too. And it's social deduction. Shouldn't say in videos. And it's social deduction. So you're trying to figure out, one, you're trying to get to what port you need to get to, as either a pirate, a sailor, or the Kraken if you're an occultist. But you're also trying to figure out who else on the boat is with you or against you, right? In the beginning, the pirates kind of get a heads up because there is I think it's called the Gathering of the Pirates, right before you start going through the phases where the pirates everyone close their eyes, pirates open their eyes and look at and see who's the pirates. If you want to know how to play, you could check out our how to play. But the pirates know who they are. The sailors don't know who they are. The occultist, or there may be more because there's conversion that goes on. The occultist converts people. They don't necessarily know who each person is. They know when they've become an occultist if they've been picked, right? But beyond that, they don't know. And if there's I forget what the extra role is, the occultist helper or something like that, they don't know really who's who either. So there's some social deduction there. So it's social deduction and it's hidden roles. I feel like after playing this a couple times, and I haven't played all social deduction games out there, obviously, but it's a mix of a lot of them, right? There's a mix of a lot of those social deduction games. All right, ease of teaching and play. I have easy. I have it down as easy. It's an easy learn how to play. It's an easy teach, and it's easy for people to play. Where it gets maybe a little convoluted is when you go through the picking your navigation team, where you pick your lieutenant and your navigator. The captain picks those, and there's some pulling of cards and handing to each other and handing back and putting in the box and shuffling. Like I said, you can watch the how to play. Seems a little not hard, but a little more difficult. But once someone's walked through it once or twice, once you've done a round or two, they kind of get it. The play groups I've played this with have gotten it pretty quickly, right? And they understand. Maybe there's a question every once in a while, like, oh yeah, who goes off duty? And it's easy, navigator, or depending on the amount of people you play. So I would say it's pretty easy. The replayability, I would say, is extremely high, or really good, because you have different just general roles. You have different character abilities that each person can be. There is a whole stack. It looks like I shuffled my captain into here, which is very bad. I'm gonna have to find the captain later. But there's a whole bunch. There's a whole bunch of these cards. Now you can also take different paths on the map. This is set up for what's considered the short game. I can't remember, is it 5 to 7 players, I think, and then 7 to 11 goes into the long game, or 8 to 11 goes long game. But there's two sides to this map board. You can also see it in the how to play. But there's paths that you go, right? There's different paths you can go, and there's tokens like the cabin search. In the longer games, you have the cut out your tongue, which goes right there. You have the flogging, 2 flogging spots, where the captain actually gets to flog people, right? And you can see how to do all that in the how to play. But there's that replayability in the sense of where you go, what is done, who's playing it. Obviously, I think brings replayability all the time to this. But even with the short game or the long game, there's plenty of replayability. So I would say it's really good. Now the production value. This is the deluxe version, which production value is pretty good. Any complaints I have are almost slight. It's like there's a German version. It comes with everything for the English and German. And I think there might be a little Italian or French or Spanish stickers that you can put to cover things up. But the production's actually really good. This is obviously the deluxe version. The regular version, I believe, comes with this ship. Deluxe has these miniatures for the Kraken, right? In the base version, it's going to be these cardboard things, but they're thick, decent cardboard, right? The deluxe has this little journey card and deep, so a draw pile and a discard pile. It comes this little plastic thing. If you're playing the base version, you have this, right, thing. Oh, and back to the ease of play just really quick. There's these quick, you can look at and see kind of the setup and what you need based off these cards. There's one set there, right? But back to it, if you have the basic version, you don't get these, but you get this as your discard. So you would just set, you know, a pile here and then a discard here. And all this stuff is actually linen finished. There you go, linen finish, scratching. All right. So I can't remember. I don't know if you get this little box. There's a lid which I have thrown in a box and covered with a whole bunch of other things. So I don't know if I can get it out quick enough, but it's kind of cool to look at. There's a lid. It tells you how many things you need for the pistols. That's how you vote for mutiny, right? There's a little box to put them in. I don't know if you get this in the regular one, and I believe the wooden tokens are deluxe, but maybe I should have done a little more research and I didn't. All right. But all this stuff's really cool. One of the issues I have is trying to set it in the box, and I have the box down here. Here's the guide, right? Nice, easy to get through guide. Let's see if I can do this without spilling everything, because I do still have stuff in the box. As you can see, it's set up to hold everything. So the production on this is pretty good. And granted, this is the deluxe. I don't know with the standard. I haven't seen the standard. The only kind of slight qualm I would have is this box really doesn't fit when it's put together. You have to kind of flip it upside down and shuffle it a certain way so it fits in where it's supposed to. Minor detail. But production value, the rule book, it's a little big. It's like the size of a disc, but the rule book itself, really easy to understand. Lots of charts and stuff to show you how to set up. They also do, and you could see this, ooh, I'm bending it up. You could see this in the how to play. They show short game setup and long game setup. Makes it really easy. Now on top of that, yes, this spins and everyone likes it. The star doesn't do anything. But one of the things that I noticed is in the captain's log, there is a whole bunch of things to help you out. This lets you know job assignment, how to pass the jobs around, right? This lets you know how to go through the navigation steps. This was the part that I said takes a couple go-throughs, but whoever is the captain can easily flip this over, read over the back of the book. This is a magnetically sealed box. There's some felt in there. I believe this comes with the base version too, because it's part of how it's played, right? And it gives you this quick guide of what the symbols on the cards mean. So the captain can seem like they're in control and they know what they're doing at all times. And yeah, no, I wish the star did something too, but it doesn't. So production value, specifically for the deluxe version, is great. I have no complaints. There's the off-duty sign, right, and thick cardboard and everything. The other thing is in the deluxe version, you get, these are your sea bags. I kind of wish they were just cotton colored, right, like that almost khaki cotton colored, but they're black. That's fine. And I've never seen black sea bags, black cloth sea bags, but these are tokens. All the rest are in the bag, right? And this is the deluxe version. In, I don't know where I put them. In in the regular version, the standard version, you would have, I have them right here. These would be your sea bag and showing you your rolls and stuff. So it's just kind of cards, right? Oh, bumping my tablet, gonna throw everything everywhere. So production value, I would say, is really good too, based on the deluxe version. The little pistols are really fun, the little wooden tokens for mutiny and stuff. The board itself is nicely done. It's dual-sided, have no complaints. Now, let's go into the value versus cost. For me, this is a little tricky. When this came out on Kickstarter, I looked at it and I thought, I don't want to spend $100 to get this. Maybe it was at the time, maybe it was because I was thinking clearer then, what have you. So the value versus cost is up to the buyer. I put low but up to the buyer, and this is where I guess the most talking will happen, maybe. So MSRP, $99.99 for the deluxe, right? $59.99 for the standard. So we're looking at $100, $60. Is it worth it? It depends. The playthroughs now that I've had of this game, people love it. They love the Kraken. They love the ship they move around. They love the gameplay. Now the extras, they did kind of enjoy the little sea bag aspect of it. This makes it really easy to go through the discard and stuff. Everyone loved the little captain's wheel. Everyone who had the captain's wheel spun it, or the navigator's wheel spun it, right? Do you need the deluxe version? No. I would say no. The mechanics themselves make the game fun. The deluxeification of it makes it interesting. I mean, you can have these tokens. They still do the same thing for the Krakens and the Kraken spots. And there's 3 because, I mean, this, if you guys can see, shows the Kraken. But in the longer version of the game with more players, the Kraken is out more. So you can't kind of scoot through them. You either have to go here, here, or you run into the Kraken and you got to feed that bad beast, right? Do you need the 3D models? No. All the tokens work just fine. So it's a better value. How to put this? Definitely monetarily, just cash out. It's a better value for the standard edition. Now, if you like the bells and whistles and it's like the bells and whistles, that's really it. You like the shininess, you like the bling, you're spending $40 for a handful of plastic bling and cool tokens, and it just bumps it up even more. So it's not the cheapest game, right? Even look at the standard, it's not the cheapest game, but there's definitely fun to be had with it. I don't think you would regret. I don't regret paying the extra now. I got this from a local shop that buys Kickstarter, so I got it after basically $100 when she looked at tax and everything. But I don't regret getting it at all. Actually, I think it's really fun. I can't wait to get a big group. I've only played it about 5 players, to get like 11 players around the table and having fun with this. So to wrap it all up, would I play it again? Yes. Would I ask to play it again? Yes. I'm kind of already starting to think about when the next time we'll have a ton of people around so we can sit and play this game. Do I think it's fun at 5? Yeah, I think it's fun. And that might be why it's quicker, right? When I was talking about the 45 to 90 minutes, I've played it with 5 all the time. So it's the smallest amount you can play with, right? So would I play it again? Yes. Would I ask to play it again? Definitely, right? Overall, I think this is a good game at an okay price, or a good, very fun game at an okay price. And then if you're okay spending a little bit more, and just personally, when it came up and they had it at the shop, I had a little extra money to spend at the time, a little extra spending cash, or was willing to spend a little extra. I was like, okay, I'll get it. And like I said, I don't regret it, but buyer, it's up to you. Not a buyer beware, but it's up to you. I would say definitely at the $60, you're going to be happy. So there you go. Well, there goes my air conditioner kicking on one more time. Yeah. All right. So that's how I'm going to wrap it up. Good game. I hope you guys enjoyed the review of Feed the Kraken by Funtails. Funtails, I had to look at, I always forget if it's Funtail Games. I'm Steven with Cardboard Coalition. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.